Nestled in the Sierra Foothills appellation in eastern California is the small county of El Dorado. This is an area known more to outsiders for its association with the California Gold Rush than with its association with grapes. But at only a 2.5 hours drive from Reno, El Dorado is an ideal place for Reynolds journalism fellows to sample some California wines without having to make a more lengthy trip to Napa and Sonoma. Both popular wine regions are near to California's left coast and at least an additional hour's drive. Having been given a day off and access to a rental car, 4 Reynolds fellows decided to venture westward to explore all that the El Dorado region had to offer. Aside from a few minor traffic jams around the bustling Lake Tahoe area, the ride was mostly scenic and pleasant. They made their way to the incorporated city of Placerville in the county seat of El Dorado. Named for the placer gold deposits found in its riverbeds and hills in the late 1840s, Placerville is home to 14 vineyards, approximately half of all the vineyards with tasting rooms in the county open for visitors. Madronia Vineyards, located on High Hill Road off of Interstate 50, is a family-run vineyard that recently celebrated its 40th anniversary. Situated at approximately 3,000 feet in the El Dorado County appellation, Madronia, like all the other vineyards in the region, enjoys cool, wet winters and warm, mostly dry summers. The climate, in conjunction with the elevation, makes this an ideal region for growing grapes. On Sunday, July 21st, 2013, Madronia celebrated the release of their 2011 Nebbiolo with an Italian-themed festival. Attendees tasted several varieties of Madronia's wines, including its newest release, a Gewürztraminer, the 2009 and 2010 Nebbiolo, paired with Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, Barbera, a red varietal popular in northern Italy, Red Zinfandel, and finally, a Muscat dessert wine served with strawberry gelato. A local olive oil company was present for an oil and balsamic vinegar tasting as well, and attendees were treated to a delicious pasta lunch with a full glass of their favorite wine. So is there an etiquette to tasting wine? The answer is yes. It's a good idea to start any wine tasting experience with white wines, then move to reds. Why is that? The bold, complex flavors in many full-bodied red wines can prejudice the palate and overshadow more delicate whites. Listen to the tasting room employee as they describe the wines. They will tell you how the wines are made and what flavors you can expect in the nose and on the tongue. You will be given a 3-ounce pour. Remember to hold the wine glass by the stem so not to warm the wine with the heat of your hands. Take a sniff and think about what you smell. Then gently swirl the wine on the table to release the wine's bouquet. Take another deep breath, and you will notice that the sensory experience is heightened. Don't judge a wine by the first sip. Think of what it's like to take your first sip of orange juice after brushing your teeth. It's pretty gross, right? Instead, give your taste buds an opportunity to adjust to the wine. Your second sip will be much more satisfying. To get a better sense of the taste of the wine, keep your mouth closed and breathe out through your nose. See if you can pick up the subtle flavors the tasting room employee told you about. If not, it's no big deal. Wine tasting is a very personal experience, so don't worry if you don't notice the subtle hints of oak or vanilla. Decide for yourself if you like the wine. That's the most important thing. And at any time, if you don't want to finish the wine, you're welcome to dump it. That means pour what's left of your sample into a bucket that's provided at the tasting room. This is a common practice in tasting rooms, so don't worry about insulting anyone. Before planning a trip to wine country, check to see if the vineyards you'd like to visit welcome picnics. Most do, so it's a great idea to come armed with snacks and plan to spend some time taking in the sunshine and the scenery. Some tasting rooms have light fare available for sale, and most of the bigger vineyards will have a gift shop. Though wine tours are typically adults-only activities, some vineyards, like Lava Cap, are kid-friendly. Don't be surprised if you make a few friends along the way. There's something about wine that makes everyone you meet super friendly.